Broadcasting once again, and I went ahead and updated my video card driver because I'm OCD about that shit. Twitch TV. I'm sending the link to people. I guess I'm gonna have to post for it again. Alright, I guess I gotta like promote this to people, so I'm gonna do that really quick. Because you know what? I don't really have a following right now, so like this is all I can do to sort of try to get people watching. Users in chat, okay. I wonder if they're the same people who were in here last time. Rant, give me topics to rant about. Sliding game. Alright, let's see. I'm posting on all of my social media that I am broadcasting. Jase from the podcast is currently playing World of Warcraft. I wonder if I can at World of Warcraft on Twitch. Join us at twitch.tv. Rival. This is ridiculous. Like, I'm trying every one of my mediums to try to get people watching. I probably should have just gone to whatever the newest post is. Home posts. And just, like, copy-pasted it, but I'm an idiot who, you know, like, logged out before. I should have, like, delete. I guess with Twitter I should use like hashtags and all that shit, you know, and to try to get some people on here. Anyway, not that it matters. I'm even like going to my Gab. Like, barely anybody even fucking uses Gab, but what the hell, you know? Let's see if that actually does anything. I doubt any of this is going to get me anywhere. Okay. So that's pretty much it. So on to my next character here is, this is Matoya, who's named after the Final Fantasy character from the very first Final Fantasy game of the same name. I just thought that the name sounded good for a troll character. Initially, this character was a... what the fuck was that race that they used to be? Fucking Dark Spear Troll, and I changed it to Zandalari when the new race of trolls came out. So that's the story behind that name. I'm back. I updated my graphics card driver. I did that because of the fact that it needed to be done. I'm very OCD about leaving that alone. Obviously, I'm checking my messages while I do this because I'm a bad streamer. I fucking suck at this. What, dude? I'm about to... oh no! I have the fucking virus. I'm dying. Yes, I'm dead. Whatever. No, I don't have the virus. Basically... Yo! Fucking allergies, man. Like I said... living in Georgia with allergies is like the worst fucking thing in the world. Like, when you go outside, you can literally see pollen, like, floating in the air. It's absolutely fucking awful. And that's sort of the problem with this coronavirus bullshit, is because people are idiots, so they're like afraid that you are going to infect them with a deadly plague if you're sneezing around them, even though coronavirus, from what I know, is about fucking coughing. No. I needed some fucking energy. I was tired. I'm drinking a fucking vitamin water right now. Because I needed that. And then, alright, so I know I could go... You know what? Fuck it. I'm not even worried about my mission table on these guys, because they're so close to the Nazjatar portal. I'm gonna go to Nazjatar, do my Emissaries, make my gold, because again, that's all I'm basically doing at this point. And I've said it before in World of Warcraft, like, you know, gear is worthless because you're gonna outgrow your gear every fucking expansion pack. Leveling, you're gonna have to do every fucking expansion. But gold is infinite in this game, so a lot of my focus, and the reason I have so many alts, is it is really, really fucking easy to make gold. Looks like we have a new recruit wanting to join the guild, or no, it's just, never mind. It's just... people in the chat were talking, because it tells you, like, oh, people talked since the last time you were in the chat, so, you know, go find what they said. Not that it fucking matters. Let's take this, this Jew flight over here. I'm gonna kill those again. This is a feral druid, instead of the other druid that I was using was, like, fucking spells and moonkin and casting magic. This one turns into a fucking saber cat and fucking attacks people. Ah, my eyes are fucking killing me now because of allergies. I hate this shit. I just don't understand, like, the worst thing I gotta worry about is fucking allergies and fucking not being able to work until this shit is done. Now that Georgia officially decided they want to close all their shit too. You know, I mean, like, eventually we're all gonna be under glorified house arrest, which is absolutely fucking terrible for people trying to make some fucking money, you know what I mean? Of course, a lot of people... You know, I think the people who don't realize the gravity of the situation obviously are Democrats, but that's because most Democrats don't have a fucking job, so they really don't, you know, they can't understand it anyway, because, I mean, even fucking Bernie Sanders, like, has done nothing. Like, he made a career out of, like, doing absolutely nothing. He made a career, like, he learned how to fucking exploit people for fucking money. Like, dude is a fucking glorified con artist. And no, he's con people again, because he's not going to fucking win the election. He's not going to win the domination. But you know how many idiots are out there that actually, like I'm talking about, like, you know, Democrat, you know, like, voters, liberal voters, like, young kids who, you know, as much as they say they're for socialism, are essentially fucking trust fund babies. And, just went ahead and gave this asshole, like, their fucking money. Like, oh yeah, donate to the Bernie Sanders campaign. Like, why? He's got more money than you do. Like, for a guy who talks about redistributing wealth, he fucking hoards the hell out of, like, his own fucking money. Like, fucking greedy miser-ass motherfucker. Can you imagine, like, Bernie and Biden get coronavirus? That would be fucking hilarious. Like, it's weird, because we're in this weird situation where we're shutting down everything because of this virus. And, oddly enough, like, even the stuff that, like, liberals were afraid of Trump doing, he might actually have to do. Like, this could affect the election to the point where we gotta close shit down. Could you fucking imagine, like, the heart attack for liberals that would be? And I mean, I'm not agreeing with that. Like, I don't want us to shut down, you know, fair I hate this shit. Blizzard at its finest, again. I gotta fucking turn my character around and, like, do this shit in order to see the puzzle that I gotta fucking do. I don't want our elections to be, like, you know, tainted or shady or, you know, whatever. But on the same token, like, if you get to the situation where people can't go outside, then people aren't going to be able to fucking vote. Which means that we may be in a situation where, you know, Trump is in authority, you know, because of that. Like, I mean, it just is what it is. We could get to that fucking point. And people would be like, see, we were right, he was a dictator. That's not what's going on. We are in the middle of what's called a fucking pandemic. You know, like what happens in the Resident Evil games, just without the zombies. Zombies probably would be more entertaining than not being able to fucking do my job and get paid, though. Let me see, I gotta check my phone, because like I said, you know, I'm getting messages, and I'm That asshole. I'm that asshole that decides that checking my phone is actually important in the middle of a stream. So, bear with me. You know, fuck y'all. I mean, you know, you guys can't judge. If you're, like, mad that I'm grabbing my phone during a stream, we literally have, like, people who are streaming, like, and they're TikToking during the fucking streams that they're doing. Like, I mean, can you really say that, you know, I'm that much worse than... When did Twitch add, like, fucking sit here and act like this whole thing is TikTok anyway? Ugh. I don't know. Okay. So yeah, having an in-depth conversation with my girlfriend about caramel. And yeah, it's actually like me talking about how I hate when caramel gets stuck in my teeth, which is the absolute truth. Like, you know, as far as candy goes, I absolutely fucking hate that. That's one of my pet peeves. There's a special little fact for you. Can I? Yes. Oh, good. I can switch into flying form while I'm in midair. It's not too many spells you can cast after you catch that thing. COVID test come back negative. What? I wonder when we are getting the sequel, COVID 20. Fucking Chinese virus. I'm actually gonna start calling it the Chinese virus too, because fuck China for doing this to us, man. You know, this is basically like a war. Like, this is their way of, like, nuking us without nuking us. COVID-19. So what was COVID-18? Was patch 8.2 of this game. COVID-18. Oh, shit. The Candy Crush shit gets on my fucking nerves. Like, after a while, like, this is the problem with having alts that have to do the, you know, the problem with, like, alts and having to do this is that I have to do these same quests over and over again on multiple characters. So, after, like, the 80th time you do, like, fucking Candy Crush, you're like, oh, fuck this. Fuck this in the ass. Ugh. Well, I guess, you know, that's going to be the next thing. You know, they got rid of rimming, so I assume anal is next on the... on the don't do it list. Let me see. The worst is I'm thinking of running ICC 50 times in a row to see if Invincible drops at some point soon. I'm actually thinking of running ICC 50 times in a row to try to see if that mount drops. Invincible is one of the lowest drop rate mounts in World of Warcraft, and my god, having allergies sucks. Like, it makes my eyes fucking itch. I'm taking my glasses off, which now I can't see worth of shit, but at least my eyes aren't itching as badly, or at least I could get to them easier. I am not dying of coronavirus. I just have fucking allergies. Fuck you. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and send a message in chat. Hello. If anybody's out there, which I don't think there is. Let's see. This is why people should have turned against him. Oh, Sorfang. Alright. There was a point I was trying to make, and then, like, I forgot it, which means I probably am demented. Uh, anyway. Yeah, first of all, my eyeballs, which suck. Oh, that was the one I was gonna make, is... Kids, this is what happens when you masturbate too much. You hear about the whole masturbation makes you go blind? That's my life story. That's probably what's wrong with my eyeballs at this point. So usually I'd probably be watching Monday Night Raw because it's force of habit, I guess. Or, you know, I'd at least throw it on in the background, but, you know, I don't want to get copyright hit when I upload this to YouTube for content which is owned by WWE because somebody heard a fucking commentator's voice in the background or something. But also because I don't want to really watch wrestling when it's turned into, you know, exactly what people have called it for years, which is a soap opera with chairs. Because at this point, now they have no audience. So it's like, I'm not interested even remotely in watching WrestleMania or WWE, or, you know, they've got no fucking people there because they're doing, like, closed circuit fucking broadcasting at the Performance Center with no audience, no crowd, no nothing to try to keep their show going. And it's actually, frankly, as a wrestling fan, embarrassing to watch. It is, like, what are you guys even doing? Why don't you just shut down until the coronavirus shit is over? Because it is, you know, it's stupid. It's really fucking, like, what are you even watching here? It looks like, you know, it makes everything that they do in wrestling look 10 times worse to not have crowd reactions, not have an audience. You know, it's a joke. It's absolutely humiliating, and I'm sure there's maybe like 7 people who are still watching WWE at this point. To those 7 people, I recommend that you literally find anything better to do with your lives. I mean, I'm fucking streaming, and I'm not even like a good streamer. Like, you know, I don't have much of a following, obviously, and I only have like 2 people in the chat room. I've said before, another thing is that if you give me topics to rant about, I will rant about them. Because that's me. I like talking, you know, talking trash. You know, that's an art form in this world that's gone because everybody's a fucking simp now. You know? Okay, so next character, leakage pads. Now, again, being insensitive... You know, it's a bad day to be insensitive to the fucking Asians, man, but... You know, Miss Pandaria came out and brought in the Pandarin race as a race of people. So I made a Pandarin and I named her Leakage Pads. And the reason behind this is because I do work in bars and gyms and nightclubs, fitness centers, and we had a campaign that involved bringing a container of leakage pads to a bunch of gyms so that they had like free samples to give like the elderly people who go to the gym and they can't control their bladder. And this lady like runs up while I'm setting up the display, like this Asian lady, and she grabs like 8 fucking leakage pads and like runs to the fucking like, you know, through the fucking gym, like all happy, excited about these leakage. Oh, free leakage pads, I take. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever, that's what they're here for. And she was so excited about these fucking leakage pads. Like, she actually watched me getting product in and out of my car, hoping that either I would drop something or that she could figure out where I was going, so maybe she could, like, have her fucking, like, Yakuza buddies, like, fucking jump me, you know, and take the rest of my leakage pads or something. So, when I made this character, and Pandaria is loosely based on China and Chinese folklore and myth and all this, hence the pandas, which pandas, again, indigenous to China, I named my my Pandarin leakage pads. So yeah, that's the story behind that character. Much leakage pads. Ugh. Because I have a short list of food you don't really like all that much, and I commit it to memory. I know you don't really like dark chocolate, and I know you don't like pecans. Like pecans. I guess I have a good memory when it comes to you.
Something has spooked one of the Brutus's sending it into a panic. All this chaos is the last thing the city needs. Head the merchants rescue the cargo before it gets undone.
Alright, so I'm over here in Pandaria, and, not Pandaria, in Zoldazar, sorry. I'm playing a Pandarin. And back to Nazjatar to make some more fucking money. Because again, every time that I do this series of quests, I'm getting 2,000 gold. Multiply that by 25, do the math, 50,000 gold. Which is not a number to scoff at in World of Warcraft. That's actually a nice little chunk of gold for the amount of effort I'm putting in, which isn't really a whole lot. People used to run entire old raids, you know, just to get like 5,000 gold. So, and those old raids, even if you could one-shot everything, like, they still take you a good, like, 20-30 minutes a piece to do them. So, all things considered, this is a pretty decent little run, you know, to get that much gold in that shortest span of time in the game. Let me see, shared my post. My ears are fucking itching. Okay, let me see. How is everybody doing tonight? Are any of you sick, dying? Because that would suck. I need all the viewers I can get. Nobody really likes me because I am an asshole. Okay, thanks. Alright. So she wants me to kill the ghosts again. I also should move my microphone because spilling a drink on my keyboard would not be cool. There we go. And the problem is the smaller ghosts fucking float, so they like follow you forever and shit. Alright, there we go. See, she's... No! What the fuck is this? Get away from me! Oh, fuck. Like, I don't even have enough shit to fucking... And I can't fear the... Oh, they can fear me, but I can't fear them. What a crock of shit. These little mini ghosts are the worst. Okay, that guy is like killing ghosts, so I'm gonna run up to him, because he's obviously more powerful than my leakage pads. So, I'm basically kiting my bullshit to him, so I don't have to fucking deal with it. Ah, shit. I am dead. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I wonder if I'll still get credit for that if he kills him. Like, I don't wanna fucking release. Okay, yeah, I'm still getting credit for that shit, so... That was bullshit, man. Ugh. I couldn't even, like, figure out... Like I said, I rearranged my action bar not long ago, so I can't even figure out where my, like, fucking desperate self-heals are, because I moved everything around. That's my fault. This is on me. Now I'm dead and going back to my... Not to mention the two asshole extra ghosts that are like, oh, fuck you. You're wandering around, but fuck you. Fuck you. Speaking of fuckers, fucking Naga and shit, like... What the fuck? Like, this is so easy to do on my DPS classes, but on my healer, I gotta fucking, like, fight the entire fucking planet Earth over here. I think, you know, they can't do this to me. My character is Asian. You're supposed to, like, not do that. Fucking racists. Every last one of you. Racist. This is coronavirus discrimination against my Pandaren. How am I still fucking in combat? Oh my god! That, like, person brought, like, fucking 600 fucking people to kill me. Fuck off! Azara, forgive me! Get the hell away from me. There we go. Am I safe? Holy fuck, like half the fucking continent fucking came after me. That's the anger. That's the anger from the game itself at coronavirus. Man, I hate people. I like my vitamin water, though. Maybe I'll lose weight and stop being such a fat ass while I'm on quarantine. Nah, I don't think so. I'm gonna do the jumping jellies. Again, let me double check to make sure. Oh, one of the chests is about to... Ah! Shit. I forgot that chest, too, because, I forgot that chest because, I was being chased by all those fucking ghosts. Luckily, even though it expires in, like, an hour and a half, like, it'll be replaced by another chest quest, so... It's actually not too bad. Chest quests get replaced by their own, so... That's not... You know, if this, like, expires, it'll be replaced by another one that'll probably be easier than this one. Without this fucking collision problem right here with the shelf. Yep, see, it's... Fuck. Glitchy graphics shit. There we go. Now against this wall, I can see the full fucking puzzle. Piece of fuck. That sounds gay as fuck. AJ Styles versus Undertaker in a Boneyard match. I read that as AJ Styles versus Undertaker in a boner match. And this is exactly why I don't want to watch WrestleMania. Boneyard match. I guess that's like a stipulation so that they could get around the coronavirus thing. But who cares at this point? Like, what isn't ruined by coronavirus at this point? Like, most other sports shut down, and wrestling, yeah, it's not exactly considered a sport. You know, not WWE wrestling anyway, but, I mean, come on, just fucking give up. Shut down, like everybody else did. I know that they like to be stubborn and, you know, oh, we're not like everybody else. We keep doing business and entertaining fans. But I really don't think empty arenas are entertaining fans. It isn't, because there's no fucking fans to entertain at these fucking things. I'm sure their ratings are, like, in the fucking gutter right now. And the funny thing is, even when business goes back to normal, I don't think fans are really going to want to come back. I think at that point, like, people are going to be like, nah, you know what? I stayed away this long. I don't care. I don't care about your product. I don't care. I'm not buying what you're selling. This is a waste of my time. You know, it's going to do detrimental, I think, irreparable damage to WWE. Probably get bought by Disney like everything else does. And then they'll put identity politics in, and they'll be like transgender wrestlers and shit, which apparently there already are in All Elite Wrestling, which is like, I don't know. I'm not down with identity politics. I'm not down with woke. I couldn't give two fucks about any of that bullshit. And, you know, I'm sure that, like, there's people who are very, like, offended that I'm not, like, down with that, like, whole thing, but I couldn't give a shit. It's not my problem. Like, you know, I think it's ridiculous that we have, for example, those drag queen story hours. I think that's fucking awkward. Like, I think if you want to dress like a woman, if you want to be a cross-dresser, hey man, more power to you. You know, go do what you do at the seedy bars and the clubs and all that shit. That's fine. But I think, like, that ends at, you know, when you want to go read stories to little kids and shit, and, like, I don't think, I think, yeah, I get you're trying to get, like, acceptance and shit, but it's just really creepy that you're trying to get acceptance from little kids. It doesn't matter if a little kid understands it or not. What matters is if the adults, like, understand it or not. So, you know, coming in and, oh, yeah, I'm gonna read to your kids, and by the way, I act like I have a vagina, like, that's just, I don't know, I don't think that has any fucking place in society. I think that, you know, there's a time and a place for kids to, you know, learn about LGBTQ issues and shit like that, and being read stories by a guy who, you know, clearly looks like Wario in the face, but he happens to be wearing a dress and a wig and a lot of makeup, is too weird. I found a Vulpera Hunter name for you. That's funny because I you know, I'm at my max 50 slot characters. I'm not gonna make another character. But I'm seeing what... Barbed. That's terrible. Vulpera, the fucking furries of World of Warcraft. I do have one, and I'll get to that one eventually, too. Just because it's fucking hilarious that those are even a thing. Furries, that's another thing I don't fucking understand. Like, I don't understand the appeal of like a grown person dressing like a fucking fox or a squirrel or whatever the fuck. You know, I think honestly the furry community is probably why Sonic the Hedgehog has gone too far. And wasn't there one that like masturbated to Zootopia or some shit? Because that was a whole thing too, if I remember a while back. Like, people need fucking mental help. Oh. What the fuck is that? Okay. Somebody actually responded in the chat. Well, it's nice to know people are actually here, like, using this fucking thing. Ugh. It's nice to know people actually use this fucking thing. Will like, this censor out the word fuck? Like, it shouldn't, because, I'm the fucking, like, owner of this shit, you know, like, anyway. I'm sure, like, Twitch has some rules against, like, being a fucking dickhead or saying smart-ass shit or cursing or whatever. You know, like, I'm sure, like, when I, like, upload this to YouTube, you know, they'll be like, you used a naughty word, we can't air this video, because they've gotten that fucking pathetic. They even, like, sent out something, I want to say last week when this coronavirus bullshit started, that they were gonna let YouTube moderators stay home or something because of the coronavirus outbreak, but because of that, the system would be automated and that more videos would be deleted than normal. And we know this would be hard for you, but they didn't really apologize for that. They were just like, more videos are going to be deleted, which is their way of saying, we're going to censor the fuck out of a bunch of people for absolutely no goddamn reason whatsoever. You know, so I really fully expect a lot of, like, conservative, like, bloggers and, you know, and the like to have their content removed because, you know, YouTube wants to be a giant woke safe space, and that's complete bullshit. Like, there's no such thing as a safe space. Look, this is reality. People in the world are gonna say shit you don't like, and you just gotta learn to fucking deal with it. Not everyone's gonna agree with you, not everybody's gonna like you, not everybody is going to have your same worldview or love what you have to say, and that's their right. You know, like, you know, if you're for something and somebody else is against it, it doesn't make them a bigot. It makes you the asshole who doesn't fucking accept that they don't have the same experiences as you do to, you know, come to the same conclusion. You know, everybody's different. Not everybody has the same life. People have different lives. They have different priorities. They have different values. You know, so that being said, like, if you're mad that somebody, let's say, doesn't support abortion, and you're upset about that, well, you're the asshole, because that's well within their right to say, you know what, I really don't like the idea of abortion. You know, it's, you know, if it's live and let live, then let people do whatever the fuck they want and say whatever the fuck they want, but don't fucking, like, try to censor them, and don't fucking try to, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not really like censoring, but it's like they're trying to suppress, like, anybody that doesn't think like they do, to give this belief that it's not normal or not okay for people to have a different worldview. That's a problem. You know, like, the shit that happened here with, like, Blizzard for a while back. And Blizzard fucking ruined, like, all the, like, momentum they had, because people were playing World of Warcraft Classic like crazy. Hearthstone is, I guess, you know, very competitive in the card game thing. Blizzard was actually sort of turning a corner where people gave a shit about, you know, their products again. And what do? They fucking ban a kid at a Hearthstone tournament for saying that he supports the Hong Kong protesters because they don't want to piss off China. And automatically, like, Blizzard lost a lot of fan support, they lost a lot of money, they lost a lot of ground. People started boycotting their shit because they wanted to take that politically correct worldview of, no, you can't speak against the People's Republic of China. How dare you? Yeah. How did that work out? Because we're now all living in fucking domes and shit, basically, like, on house arrest, you know, because of the People's Republic of China. Maybe you should have let people criticize China, Blizzard. In retrospect, it was a good idea, but you don't want to piss off their fucking asshole fucking fat fuck president who looks like fucking Winnie the Pooh. You know, he fucking banned Winnie the Pooh because, like, people started, like, comparing him to Winnie the Pooh. Xi Jinping, or whatever the fuck his name is. I don't know how to fucking pronounce that. Nobody fucking cares. Good, you're the president of China? Fuck you. We don't like you. I don't like you. What are you gonna do? Infect me with a fucking virus? Come over to my house and fucking try. We have the fucking Second Amendment here, Z. Let's see how that works out for you, buddy. Fat ass Winnie the Pooh fuckface. I want to see how much I have to say to get banned from the People's Republic of China. Now I am just trying to get China to ban. Like, you know how pathetic it is? And I want to throw this out there, too, because I know China's got fucking spies everywhere. You know how fucking pathetic it is to be a country that cares so much what somebody fucking thinks about you? That they have people, like, running around, like, jotting down all the people who don't say nice things about you? Like, how fucking insecure, how small must your dick be to, like, be at that level? Like, you know, y'all fucking sit there and y'all bitch about Trump, and the thing is, you know, Trump is a guy who, if he gets fired on, he fires back. Fucking Z in fucking China has, like, fucking actual resources of his Chinese government dedicated to finding out what people say about him on fucking South Park so that he could fucking cry and bitch and complain. That is small dick energy right there. If there is nothing, I mean, that dude, I mean, you know, my fucking pinky's gotta be bigger than that guy's whole fucking dick. Imagine, like, I bet he has performance issues. You know, I mean, I guess he doesn't have to worry about it. He's a fucking dictator in China, so, you know, he could fucking make, you know, women fucking suck his small little dick at the risk of, like, killing them and their entire fucking family line, because they're into that shit over there. Oh, this is Chauvinist, by the way, and his name is basically exactly what you would expect, because since I have a hunter named Misandry, I wanted to have a hunter named Misogyny, and they said that it was inappropriate and forced me to name change. So I changed him to Chauvinist, which is the same fucking thing, basically. I just thought it was agreeable. I accidentally hit that motherfucking... this shit that isn't even, like, part of this quest. Ah, shit. Here, I hate that fucking, like, shit that they hit you with. They hit you with, like, this fucking, like, death ray shit that, like, is unblockable and shit. Aspect of the turtle, I'm out of here. Fuck you guys. Who is this? This troll hunter, like, sucks so bad that, like, they want me to do all the... I'm dead. Because that shit doesn't stop hitting you. And this fucking hunter is... like, what the fuck, dude? Fucking retard. I want to, like, fucking go over there and, like, fucking find his ass and, like, fucking spit on him for fucking, like, being a dipshit. Like, you see me fucking hitting all the mobs, and what are you doing? Fucking standing there? Fucking cunt. Oh, see, and now I can't fucking tag it because the Alliance fucking tagged it. You know what? Fuck you, I'm gonna spit on this guy. I spit on the fucking target by accident. No, where's the other guy? There we go. Now, my pet is gone too. Oh shit. There we go. I had to tag those before the Alliance guy did, because he's not gonna get credit, and he's still having to kill these. And you know what? Fine, fuck it. I will be an asshole and let him handle it by fucking feigning death. There we go. It's your problem, not mine. Cunt. I'm not a nice person when I'm killed by other people's stupidity. Which is probably why I don't like the People's Republic of fucking China. And you know what? I want to say this. I want to throw this out there that, you know, like, I talk shit about the People's Republic of China. Like, I'm talking about the country over there. I'm not talking about, like, if you're here and you're of Chinese fucking nationality, I do think it's fucked up to discriminate against, you know, Chinese people or, you know, people who are Chinese in the U.S. Like, they didn't bring the fucking virus over here. It's not their fault. It's the fucking commie-ass fucking piece of shit, small dick Xi Jinping motherfucker who did this. You know, by, like, not saying it was that important. But like I told you, I think that motherfucker created this shit in the lab because Africans have been eating bats for years and this shit didn't happen. You know, like, I mean, they literally... think about it. Like, in Africa, like, those tribes and shit, like you see on National Geographic, literally make things out of bat shit. Out of, what's the word? Guano. And the only reason I know the word guano is because I watched fucking, what was that movie? Ace Ventura. They have, like, a whole, like, scene in Ace Ventura, like, dedicated to guano or something. Like, I think he accidentally, like, eats it or some bullshit. And guano is bat shit. So you think about it, like, how much exposure to bats and bat feces do African tribes have? And yet not a single African tribe, like, contracted this coronavirus over the years or anything like that. And now they tell you some excuse, oh yeah, we had a bat-eating restaurant in Wuhan, and people got virus. Like, no, you created the virus in a fucking lab to fucking stop the Hong Kong protesters, and the shit got out of control. And then probably sent that shit over here deliberately because, like, fucking Trump, like, ass-raped small dick Z in fucking trade deals and shit. Like, fuck out of here. Like, you know, common sense. People don't use any of it, or they don't see the bigger picture here. Alright, let's see. So, the mount I'm on, speaking of China, represents the Chinese New Year. Last year, this was a special mount Blizzard released. Hagris, the Swine of Good Fortune, which, by the way, shits gold. If you look closely, you can see gold, you know, basically shitting out of the motherfucker. So that's a thing. And, like I said, I'm flying across the map to Candy Crush bullshit. Man, I don't know. I'm just, like, I'm cranky. Like, I don't mind, like, being home when, you know, there's, like, when being home is a choice and not by force, I'm cool with it. When being home is, like, by force, and I can't make any fucking money, I'm not cool with it. And meanwhile, what do we get? We get a fucking, you know, like, I'm sorry, but, you know, nobody is fucking really doing anything. Like, it's just like, you know, I know that, like, our president is on TV every day and he's trying to give updates, but even then the updates don't really mean shit. Actions are going to talk louder than words at this point. And meanwhile, you've got do-nothing fucking Nancy Pelosi trying to put, like, shit for abortions and the $15 minimum wage shit that I dissed earlier in one of my other streams. You know, that shit's got to go. Like, Nancy Pelosi's already got one foot in the grave anyway. You look at that bitch, she looks like she's already fucking been embalmed. She just needs to get the fuck on. Like, at this point. Like I said, if anybody needs to catch coronavirus, it's that hoe. At least she's saved, like, you know, she's saved the people who prepare corpses a lot of work, because she already looks like a walking corpse. That lady's just a real fucking piece of work. I mean, I don't get it. I really don't. You know, oh, we need this, and we need that, and we need this for abortions, and... You know what I don't understand about liberal women? For people who are all about abortion, they never seem to actually get them. You ever notice that it's like, abortions for thee, but not abortions for me? So, like, you look, and liberal women are always, like, single moms. They're always single moms with some, like, kid named, like, Daquan, whose dad, like, left in the middle of pregnancy. Big surprise! You know, because they met his ass on fucking Tinder. And, you know... I mean, and then they, you know, they have, like, 2, 3, fucking 4 kids. They're getting fucking government cheese from, like, Daquan, you know, 2, 4, and 6. Like, they don't even number them right. And then, like, fucking sit here, and what do they say? They say, oh, you know, abortion's really important. Well, why? Clearly you didn't have any, because you have all these motherfucking Daquans running around. And then they grow up to be, like, supersized Daquans, and they do the exact same shit to the women in their lives that their dad did to their fucking mom. And be a deadbeat dad who fucking runs out on them. And that's why we have the mess that we have in this country, because we have a bunch of little asshole fucking kids that run around like baby's kids with no fucking upbringing. And I'm not sorry. I don't apologize for that. And it's not a race thing, it's an upbringing thing. It has nothing to do with race. You know, because people will be like, oh, that's racist, I'll say. No, it's not. It's an upbringing thing. If you bring a bunch of little assholes into this world with, like, no dad, and they have, like, no discipline, and, you know, their mom is a hoe, because then what's weird is the mom fucking, instead of, like, trying to be, like, anything, goes back to hoeing on Tinder to try, instead of, like, being responsible, oh, I'm gonna go hoeing on Tinder to find, like, another guy to raise my fucking asshole kids. You think any fucking guy with any self-respect wants to raise your asshole, you know, like, you know, you let somebody else bust a nut in you and grow to fucking full size, and you think that's going to appeal to, like, you know, any man with, like, success or common sense or any respect for himself? No. But it does appeal to, you know, Tyrone, who wants to bust a nut because he knows that, you know, that he can bust a nut in you and not have to deal with any responsibility later because his ass just gonna run. And that's the fucking problem. Like, Tinder is a big cancer on society. You know, so I just find it funny that, you know, liberal women are so pro-abortion, but yet they always have a bunch of fucking welfare babies. Yeah, and I'm getting in the chat from Fiji Drop, says the Chinese say an American soldier brought the coronavirus to China. And see, that's exactly it. That's what they keep saying. That's what the spin that the spin doctors of Chinese propaganda say. And that's why Trump keeps calling it the Chinese virus, to correct people and make people not forget where the fuck it really came from. That shit came from a lab. That's some Umbrella from Resident Evil shit. Maybe there is hope for her yet. A lot of Democrats are actually really angry about this Pelosi thing and the liberal elites. So, my girlfriend's got two sisters that are liberal, and my girlfriend is conservative, and she, you know, she tries to keep the peace and not, like, you know, bring up politics in front of her family. Because of the fact that, like, you can't, like, this is the thing, like, a lot of liberal-minded people, you know, they've been told that if their family happens to have conservatives in it, to get pissed off at them and be angry and shit. So, you know, she usually avoids it, but apparently even one of her sisters is, like, annoyed at the... This is Balls-de-Mort, like Voldemort from Harry Potter, but with balls. That's it. That's literally all I have for that character. You know, but the thing is, even her sister's annoyed at these celebrities singing Imagine bullshit. Now, you know, here's the thing that I find hilarious. Like, celebrities always talk about, like, how they're down with the struggle of, like, the working class people, and they want this and that, and they want all this socialist, you know, liberal, neoliberal bullshit. Like, all the celebrities are about that. The fucking celebrities that like, have, like, you know, $10 million just laying around want, you know, more liberal policy in the United States, right? And they talk about, you know, we feel bad for, you know, the underprivileged kids and the starving and the poverty and this and that. Meanwhile, you know, you're sitting there, you talk about socialism, but you don't fucking practice it. Because, like, if it's true that you want, like, all these socialist fucking policies, and you got $10 million laying around, well, guess what, guy who played the Hulk in Avengers? You gotta give me all that fucking money. You gotta give that money to Daquan and Tyrone and, you know, and Jose. But I don't see the fucking money. So what happens? We have this global fucking pandemic, and America gets, like, really fucked by the pandemic. Like, working class people out of jobs, stay home, social distancing, independent businesses failing left and right. Because when this closure happens to businesses, it's not LA Fitness that's going to never be able to rebound. It's not Ford that is never going to be able to rebound. It's not McDonald's that is never going to be able to rebound. But mom and pop's little pizza joint, that Key 24-hour fitness, like those places that are independently owned by, like, small businesses, they're the ones who end up, like, fucked out of, like, literally their entire livelihood. So, okay, the average, like, working American is suffering right now. Like, and the average small business owner is suffering right now. So what do the celebrities do? You know, who've been talking about the plight of the people and blah, blah, blah forever. They get on their fucking phones and start singing John Lennon's Imagine. Look, motherfucker, that don't do shit for me, you fucking morons. What does that really do for anybody's fucking life? You think that that's gonna, like, fix the problem? Like, you think singing Imagine there's no heaven, dun-dun-dun. Fuck you. Fuck all you pretentious motherfuckers. You think fucking Wonder Woman singing fucking Imagine, like, does anything for me? Like, you sing like shit on top of all that. Like, you can't even sing the song very good. Like, that's your gift? No, how about you reach into your fucking deep pockets and pull out some fucking money for these fucking people that were supposed to get $1,000 at the stimulus package that your fucking drunk-ass fucking bitch rep Nancy Pelosi fucked everyone over. No, you're gonna fucking sit here and sing Imagine? It's just like when Bono from fucking U2, like, says, oh, I'm gonna go to Italy and sing to them. Thanks, Bono. Coronavirus cured. You fucking twat. I wish Bono would get fucking coronavirus. That dude hasn't put out, like, any good music since the fucking 1990s. Hate that guy. I noticed that. And then the thing about the celebrities. is they act like they care about poverty and hard times, but I don't see any of them putting up 1,000 a person. I see them butchering a John Lennon song. Oh, this shit again. You know, like, I really almost want to put in a ticket to Blizzard and say, remove this goddamn ledge from the game so that I can fucking do this puzzle without having to, like, turn around and do an about face and shit to do it. Alright, so untangle the wires again. Ah, my eyeballs, like, fuck this, I'm putting my glasses back on. But now I'm stripping because now it's actually hot in here because I got myself all fucking worked up. So, alright, hoodie over there. And, let's see, what the fuck is... Okay. See, automatically, like, I put my glasses on and, like, 2 seconds later I can actually do this fucking puzzle. I hate not being able to see. Yeah, there you go. Donate to my Patreon, patreon.com/cancel this podcast, or paypal.me/cancel this podcast. Alright, you guys, I am coming back right now. Let me refresh. So, yeah, if you can see this right now, everybody, you know, there's this belief that some people have that, you know, when you start actually speaking the truth on this motherfucker, that they shut your shit down, which probably happened to me because I totally got the blue screen of death on my laptop while I was ranting. So one of several things happened there. Either it was my ranting about China, my ranting about the elite asshole celebrities, or me taking my hoodie off, revealing my fucked up body. Like, obviously, you know, went ahead and, like, crashed my fucking stream. But I'm back now. You know, it's already rebooted. I mean, you know, hey, look, first world problems. My shit reboots, like, really fucking quick. So I'm getting back in here, and who was I dissing before my concentration got broken? Because they're probably the assholes responsible for this situation. Was I dissing, what was I saying? Like, dude, I'm on some fucking Alex Jones shit tonight. And, oh no, I said Alex Jones. Now they're gonna fucking kill me again. Like, you can't say like Alex Jones or Paul Joseph Watson or like Caitlyn Bennett. Like, if you say those names, like the fucking powers that be at like YouTube, like, get fucking pissed off at you and shit. Fucking say Steven Crowder's name 3 times with broadcasting to YouTube and they'll fucking ban you. They're fucking pieces of shit, man. Pieces of work, all of them. Anyway, so here I am back at Nazjatar. Back at the Highborn Estates, and I guess I was flying to do the jellyfish bullshit before I was so rudely interrupted by, and I'm being rudely interrupted by latency. Like, where'd that fucking latency fucking come from? Because that wasn't there before. I'm telling you, man, it's a conspiracy. Like, you know, yeah, there are conspiracy theorists, but you gotta understand there are actual fucking conspiracies out here. And, you know, it's, you know, like I said, but that's the world we live in, man. Like, the world is fucked up. Like, you think about the fucking, here's another one for you. The Jeffrey Epstein shit. Like, Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself, right? Like, we all know that. Like, that's literally, like, the biggest, like, conspiracy theory thing going on, that people actually believe, wait a minute, this motherfucker didn't kill himself? Like, what the hell is that shit? That he fucking, you know, hung himself in a prison cell, and all the security cameras went out and shit like that. And now all of a sudden, like, Harvey Weinstein, who's already, like, in isolation, like, who's another, like, creepy fucking Hollywood pedo, like, all of a sudden they said he tested positive for the coronavirus. How in the fuck? There was like nobody near his ass. Bullshit. I'm telling you, it's fucking bullshit. But, oh, I was shitting on Bono, wasn't I? Like, Bono and the fact that U2 hasn't had a good song since the fucking 90s. I'm not wrong, like, their last good song that I actually liked was the song that was on, like, the Batman Returns soundtrack. Like, I don't think they've had a good song since then. Remember that time they, like, put fucking an entire crappy album on everybody's iPhone and nobody could fucking get it off? That's some fucked up shit. Like, imagine, like, being forced to listen to U2. You're in the middle of your fucking... Could you imagine, like... What I picture with that is that a lot of people set their music to random when they're doing different things, whether it's working out or they're in the shower or fucking. Imagine you're like fucking your girlfriend and both of you fucking hate U2's music, and all of a sudden, like right in the middle of like, you know, being balls deep in your girlfriend, you hear fucking Bono's like, or whatever the fuck he sings these days. Like it doesn't sound anything like what he used to sing. You know. Like, just imagine that. Like, thanks, Bono. You've cured fucking coronavirus by singing to it. Piece of crap. Anyway, let me make sure that everything is going smoothly. I am back, if anyone is still here. Let me see, because that probably... No, I've still got people in here. Amazing. Amazing. And, yeah... Fucking Bono, man. That dude... You know, South Park, like, mocked him and, you know, called him a piece of shit, but I believe it. Like, that dude is a piece of shit. Imagine, like, you know, they made fun of, like, him walking around starving children, like, dancing and going, hello, hello, hello. Like, that is probably all he fucking does. Oh, yeah. Country in trouble? I'm going to go there and sing to it. Fucking Italians are fucking dying in massive numbers, and Bono wants to go over there to sing to people. That's not gonna fucking help. Next thing you know, he's gonna, like, put pineapple on pizza in front of some Italians and think that that's going to cure them. Well, while I'm here, I'm gonna change you all to fucking vegan diets. Have you tried vegan pizza? Like, get the fuck out of here. Man, I don't know. The world is going to hell in a fucking handbasket. I'm gonna check my messages real quick. Because fuck you guys. Oh, man. Let me see. Ew. At least that was the only quest I had to do on this character, like the jellyfish and this shit. But now I gotta switch to another character. I don't know why a lot of these liberal fucktards finally get voted out. They're going to leave our economy fucked all the way into November. Yeah, you know what? If liberals leave our economy fucked all the way to November, I predict that it won't even get to elections. I predict, like, the American people will actually start rioting on the liberals who are holding up progress. You know, these are people who want us to vote for a guy who has Alzheimer's dementia. Because, you know, I shit talk Bernie, and Bernie is an old, creepy communist. But then look what the alternative to Bernie is in the Democratic Party. It's Joe Biden, a guy who doesn't know what year it is. And he likes to tell you stories about the old days. Back when I used to run politics on Pepperidge Farm, we had one of them darkies. And I have a good relationship with the colored people. Just ask Barack Obama. I was his vice president. And we pushed some registration that made all the darkies, like, really, really happy. And that's what I've done. And now they're not darkies anymore. They're just people. Like, that's the type of shit, like, Biden actually says. It's like, I knew a guy and he was a thug and his name was Sock Draw Johnson. Like, what the fuck is he even talking about at this point? Like, he doesn't even know what he's talking about. Like, you know, that's who we should put... Oh God. Speaking of the topic I'm talking about, this is Din Do Nothing. I don't even have to explain this character to you guys. Din Do Nothing. Oh my God, I'm a terrible person. Oh no, they're gonna cancel me. By the way, Didn't Do Nothing's hunter pet is named Michael Vick. And that is a reference to the whole dogfighting bullshit that guy pulled. Did any of you see or hear that Michael Vick, like supporters of him coming back to the NFL, said that if you don't forgive him for the dogfighting, you're racist? No, because if Michael Vick were white and did the same thing, I'd still hate his fucking guts because I think it's a low-down rotten thing to fucking electrocute dogs. Michael Vick is a fucking piece of shit. You know, and I don't get it, like, the NFL started rewarding you for how much of a piece of shit you could possibly be. And that bothers me on a sort of, like, moral level because, you know, like, I'm not a football fan. I've never been a fan of, like, you know, major sports. Like, you know, this whole closing the sports thing doesn't bother me in the slightest because I'm not a sports fan anyway. But, you know, it's like the kneeling man who hates the country, the guy who dogfights, like, these people are fucking glorified in the fucking land of football, and you wonder why nobody really cares for football that much anymore. Let me see weird horse. There. Mrs. Haversham killed me. I'm dead since I know the rest.
Just like us. Seeing you stick together brings me hope. Something nearby is channeling a massive
I just saw a meme about a therapy horse, and I'm like dead. And I wish there were a way to like share memes from my phone straight to this. Oh, fucking Alliance assholes. So all these guys are dead, and the Alliance guy like tagged all the fucking like mobs that I gotta kill for this. You know what? Because these motherfuckers like to creep on my ass and roll on me, I'm gonna kill these guys before they even show up. Like these fucking ads that fucking like to jump on me when I'm in the middle of fighting the fucking drowned guys over here. Oh, here's one.
I need to target something first.
I should name one of my hunter pets on this hunter Jussie Smollett. That guy's a fucking piece of work. Oh, I was a victim of a hate crime that you fucking made up yourself. This is MAGA country. Yeah, Chicago is fucking MAGA country? Since fucking when, you fuck? Oh, I forgot, I have the instant tag everything in like a fucking certain radius button, and then I'm gonna feign death so it all leaves me the fuck alone and goes after everybody else. There we go. Oh god, this is why people don't like hunters, and it's funny because Didn't Do Nothing is my marksmanship hunter, which is like the most obnoxious fucking hunter spec in the entire game. How long did I got before that quest? Oh, an hour 11 before this quest up here turns into a pumpkin. Where the fuck is it? And again, let me face the wall. You gotta face the wall in this like you're preparing to get like fucked in the ass. Because otherwise, like I said, this shelf gets in your way. And it still might get in my way, because look at this shit. Oh, just barely didn't fucking make it. And in the chat, Fiji Drop says, fuck the NFL. I'm inclined to agree. I've just never been a football fan. I've never seen the big deal of cheering for a bunch of assholes getting concussions and then, you know, making a lot of money to run with a fucking ball. It just has never been my bag. I don't know how that became America's pastime. You know, as far as sports go, I'm more of a baseball guy anyway. You know, but that's just me. Anyway, okay, so Didn't Do Nothing, doing something now. I hope I don't get another fucking blue screen of death, so I'm sort of wary of that right now. And I'll say this, you know, I don't think there's anything really wrong with my hardware. I've noticed that Windows 10 in the latest builds tends to run like shit on everybody's computer. Like, we're back to like the Windows 95 where the blue screen just hits you randomly with no fucking rhyme or reason, so that annoys the fucking shit out of me. but at least, you know, I'm pretty sure that it didn't, like, negatively affect my progress here in the stream. What negatively affect me is when I upload this to YouTube and they get fucking pissed off that I said the word darky in making fun of Joe Biden. But, you know, that's not me, like, saying it, like, in a derogatory sense for myself. Like, you know, I'm not the type of person. But that's how Joe Biden comes off when he talks. Like, you know, he's the guy who says, I'm not racist, I love N-word. Like, he's that type of guy. Oh. I really need to... You know, the best thing about streaming is that since, you know, it makes me more self-conscious, maybe I'll actually go ahead and like, do more exercise now so I don't look like a fat sack of crap. Fucking bat soup. I still don't say it was bats. Like, somebody said, explaining this in 20 years is going to be great when I have to tell my kids that somebody ate bat soup and destroyed the world. I'm telling you, it's not fucking bat soup. It's fucking, you know, it's fucking laboratory designer fucking L'Oreal Paris fucking designer virus. Okay, you do not have to kill these guys to play Candy Crush. That guy is wasting time. And he's a hunter, so he could have feigned death to fucking get in here. Okay. And, what time is it anyway? Like, it's almost 10 o'clock? Fuck, I've been doing this all day. I'm surprised. I don't know whether to be impressed or depressed. Because, you know, I'm only doing this because I can't, like, go out and do anything fun outside. We've all become the fucking bubble boy from Seinfeld. I'm actually gonna, like, tell that to, I just told someone we all became... Oh god. Anyway, so... Of course I gotta do red runes on this bullshit, and there's almost no fucking red runes. Like, this is the type of psychological torture Blizzard puts you through to make you play Candy Crush. You know, there are actually people who, like, really got excited about Blizzard putting Candy Crush in here like this. Like, those people should actually go play the real Candy Crush and fuck off and stop wasting server bandwidth by being here. Let me see. There's no moves I can make for this shit. God, I hate this shit. This shit is making my dick soft. Alright, there we go. Oh. Fucking Candy Crush. You know what? I feel like if you die and go to hell, you're forced to play Candy Crush for eternity without ever fucking breaking out of it. That's the type of eternal damnation that fucking awaits you if you die. I'm looking to see if there's any good memes. Every once in a while you have to look for some memes, you know, just to keep the soul fucking bright. I see people mad at Nancy Pelosi, that's nice for once. And I see more people spreading the story about how ass eating is now, like, basically, you know, they want to warn you not to eat ass. I already talked about my issue with that is that, you know, like I said, a woman's ass is more aesthetically pleasing than a man's ass. So, I mean, you know what? Like I said, you know, as long as she keeps it clean, I don't see any fucking problem. But dudes, like, I just, like I said earlier, I find it fucking weird when dudes want a girl to eat their fucking hairy, nasty, fucking sweaty ass. We fucking perspire too much for that shit to be okay. Okay, so that's another one down. This is Cortana, who, like my earlier rogue, Marina, is like basically like a offshoot of the Mortal Kombat names. And obviously she has weapons that look like fans, so that's where that comes from. Anyway, so let me enter, and I gotta do the same shit over again. Let's see. Okay, so again, I'm down here and boom, do a ninja roll. You know, sitting like this is hurting my fucking knee. Ah! I'm getting old. My fucking joints start to hurt and shit. Oh my god. Let's see here. Fuck am I? Oh, I should, like, minimize this when I'm not fucking talking, because that's probably why, like, some of my frame rate goes to shit. Because if it's maximized in the background, like, Windows still treats it like it's, like, you know, you've got a window open over another window, so that fucks up your frame rate. Anything going on in my guild? No, not really. People being helpful. What the shit is that? Like, why aren't we calling each other cocksuckers? Oh my god. You know, the funny thing is, like, I look at the clock and I think, oh, hey, you know, I should maybe, you know, get some rest. And it's like, for what purpose? I don't even have to be up in the morning. Like, I think the worst people who are screwed in this are the people who are being labeled as essential personnel. Because you keep hearing these stories like, the virus is deadly. The virus infected more people. The virus is, like, killing everyone. And then, like, your job tells you, oh, you're required to be here. I mean, what is that shit? That's like literally telling you to die. Like, oh yeah, hey, you're essential. You're required to come in and die. We just want you to know that. Like, being essential personnel is like the worst thing that could fucking happen to you in all this. Monks are fucking still overpowered. Like, Wind Waker monks who are able to do like dragon punches and shit like that. I love that shit, though. You know, I will say, like, my main in World of Warcraft has been a paladin for, like, years. And when I took a break from the game around World of Warcraft Cataclysm, and, you know, I just, Cataclysm, for whatever reason, just didn't, like, excite me the way that a lot of other expansions did for the game. You know, and Pandaria didn't initially look like it was going to be crap. And then, one day, like, somebody tried to hack into my, my World of Warcraft account. I got a notification that, you know, someone tried to hack in. So I went and I tried to, like, fix my account and shit. And then after I did, they're like, hey, since, you know, we're sorry that you had a security breach. Here's, like, a free month of Mists of Pandaria. So I'm like, well, fuck it. You know, I haven't played the game in a while. But, you know, let me see, you know, what I think. And I'm like, holy shit, this game is actually, like, this expansion is actually way better than I thought. I thought it was gonna be, like, gay and have fucking pandas and fucking Chinese Ding Chong Hao, you know, Winnie the Pooh Z shit. And, instead, like, it ended up being, like, one of the darkest, like, expansions in terms of, like, the storyline, you know, and the Alliance vs. Horde shit and everything. I'm like, holy fuck. And then the Monk was a new class that was introduced, so I was playing my Monk at the time to see what the new class was all about. I'm like, the Monk actually replaced my main for a really long time, and then, like, by the next expansion, I decided to go back to my Paladin full-time. But, yeah, Blizzard will do shit like that to fuck you. Like, you'll think, oh, hey, I never want to play this fucking game again. And they'll be like, here's a free month, and then they'll, like, hook you all over again. And you're like, fuck, now I'm hooked on this shit. It's like digital cocaine. But no, it won't make you, like, hyper and loud like me. That's the fucking coffee talking. And I'm sure, like, once I hit the caffeine crash, I'll be like, oh, I wanna fucking die. Like I said, I bleed fucking caffeine at this point in my life. Like, caffeine is how I'm able to function. Which is probably why I look the way I do, too. Why I'm not all, like, buff and in shape anymore like I used to be in my fucking 20s. Now I'm just, like, Give me the fucking diet soda.
Just in time. This event is being held for your benefit.
Let me see. I'm trying to fly over.
Teach you the price for defying me.
And all right, so man, I shouldn't even spoke the caffeine crash into existence, because now my like brain is like dying. And like I said, by the way, if you want to contribute to my coffee addiction, my PayPal is paypal.me/cancel this podcast. And hopefully I don't get hacked by the fucking Chinese again. That did actually happen a while back. Like, something happened where I got my fucking... Somebody tried to break into my fucking PayPal and send money I didn't have to people, so... That's a thing. They can do that. Let's see. Here's the runes shit again. Like, oh my god, like, I hate... My nose is, like, congesting, like, just doing this. Like, I literally feel my soul leaving my body every time that I open this fucking Candy Crush puzzle. $30 of these things. I don't... It starts to feel longer the more of this that you do. It's kind of like getting ass fucked in reverse, because I always hear, like, I've never been ass fucked because I don't want anything up my ass as a, you know, straight hetero man. But I've always told by women who've been fucked in the ass that that it hurts like the first couple times, and after a while you actually like start to enjoy it a little bit. So this would be, I guess, this Candy Crush shit would be like reverse anal, because you know, it starts off and you're kind of like good at it and okay at this, and then as you start doing it multiple times throughout the day, you're like, you know what, I really don't want to keep doing this shit. What is this? Some guy saying this? Say, no, F off. Some guy's trying to sell me gold, and he's probably a Chinese gold farmer, and gold transfer between only 2 servers from 3 to 5 charges PST, and I'm like, no, fuck off. Oh, shit. Why did I, like, fly away? I have the whistle thing. Alright, let me do that. Let me see. I'm just checking my messages again real quick while this shit goes on. I feel like I'm constantly checking my phone. Like, that's where we are in life, where you feel the need to constantly, like, look at your phone. Let me see something. Weird peeping Tom Bitmoji. Okay. Let me see. So Cortana down here. Oh man. I am... Like I said, the crash is starting to hit me. It really is, like... In a second, I might go because I'm going to have to go to the bathroom, too. That's another thing. I suddenly, like, have to, like, you know, use the facilities. And I'm not going to stream while I'm using the facilities. It's not going to happen. Anyway, let me see. Maybe I'll do one more character before I call it a night, and then I'll do like the rest off camera. I don't know, but let's see what happens. So Cortana's got it done. Okay, so let's log out. Who's my next character? Info Warrior. This should be self-explanatory. It's a reference to InfoWars, and it's a, you know, I had a warrior that I had to make, like a tank warrior, so I just named him Info Warrior. And often, like, in the chat, I would, like, in general trade chat, I often spout Alex Jones-isms, which probably isn't a stretch from actually listening to me on this fucking stream. My ear is itching. Okay, so Info Warrior. Now down to Nazjatar again. At least the portal is like close by on most of my other characters, so it takes me way less time to do this. That's the one thing, like, the more I get into the scheme of doing this per character, the faster I get it. At least until the fucking Candy Crush. Oh my god, it feels like... Ugh, the fucking... Like, the crash is getting me. What is this? Oh. That's weird when people, like, actually... Oh my god, what is... Okay. So, anyway. I find it funny because the hosting site for my podcast, Podomatic, has been, like, you know, retweeting the podcast account for the account that, you know, of my show. And, that fucking motherfucker was already dead by the time I landed. You know, and, you know, I think they probably think, like, oh, hey, this is a very, you know, we're podcasting about coronavirus and shit, but I'm also saying all the type of shit that I say on here, so, you know, I'm pretty sure, like, when normies fucking, you know, listen to podcasts, they're in for a very rude awakening of what kind of podcast it is. Tanking all this shit is sucking ass! Oh, shit. Oh, no, not again with that fucking weird Moonfire shit. That shit, like, automatically, like, fucking kills you, no matter how fucking geared you are. Getting cranky, too. It's probably another side effect of the situation. There we go. 2, 3. Fuck you guys. There we go. That fucking blew chunks. Holy shit, I think that was like the most annoying one. The little Poen guy who's supposed to heal me has not been doing a very good job of that, so fuck him too. Anyway, received the picture. Alright, at least they made this real easy this time. Usually make this more complicated. Even though I still got the fucking obscured vision partially. Okay. My mouse didn't want to reach. There we go. This would have been like my fastest run had I not been killed by those fucking Moonfire shits. Oh, shut up, turtle guy. I'm not gonna do anything for you. Oh my god, that, like, fucking crazy-ass fucking weird Jewish lady voice always, like, annoys me too. That poor critter's scared to death. You got any potato salad? Is this meat fresh? I'm pretty sure she's gonna eat him later anyway, fucking bitch. Oh, I didn't expect that. Got the achievement for, like, falling the most without dying. This is kind of cheating if you have slow fall on, but whatever. I'll take it. You joined. My ear is killing me too. I'm starting to get really tired, guys, so if I turn this off, that means that I decided to either keep playing offline for a little bit because I can't sustain my energy right now. Usually I've got stamina, usually I can go all night, but I probably need more coffee for that, and I'm all out of ammo, so I'm gonna finish this one up, and then I think I am going to call it a night. Thank you everybody in the chat room, which started to liven up a little bit, which was kind of nice. So I'm not used to that because, you know, I tried this for a little bit, and then, you know, I was sort of new at it, and I didn't stick with it because, you know, free time and shit. But now everybody's got all the fucking time in the world, so hopefully you'll drop in again after I finish, and you know, hopefully you'll drop in again tomorrow or the day after. I don't know when I'm going to be doing this. Be sure to subscribe to me on the Twitch page so that you know when I'm going live, because I don't even know when I'm going live at this point. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing day to day. I'm sort of just winging it, which is I think what we're all doing in the face of this COVID-19 coronavirus, Chinese virus, you know, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I think the best name I saw for it was Sweet and Sour Sicken. I think that was my favorite name for it. So, anyway, I'm about to finish up. Like I said, I was just gonna do more fucking Candy Crush. You could see me, like I said, you could see that my eyes are getting glazed over while I do this, like, Candy Crush shit. And, you know, like, I'm starting to get tired, like some Requiem for a Dream shit here, so... At least I'm not at the part in Requiem Dream where, like, the girl gets, like, the ass-to-ass, where she has to, like, fuck the other girl with the two-pronged dildo. That shit is actually fucking hilarious. Like, that movie used to be shocking to me, and then after, like, the, like, second time I watched it, I'm like, no, I've decided that this movie is no longer shocking. It's a fucking comedy. And it is. Like, if you go into it with, like, a comedic mindset, you will laugh your fucking ass off at that movie, even though it's supposed to be, like, a drama, like, tragedy, whatever. If you haven't seen it yet, go watch Requiem for a Dream. That's an excellent use of your extra free time if you have too much of it. And, like I said, I'm about to turn in this last 2000 G, and then I'm out for the night. I've still got... How many more characters do I gotta do this on? I don't even know. Like, after Info Warrior, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more, so that's actually not too bad. You know, I feel pretty accomplished. I feel like I'm getting better at this whole streaming bullshit. So again, thank you very much for your support. Be sure tomorrow to listen to Cancel This Podcast around 11-ish. You can find us on mixler.fm/Cancel This Podcast. So thank you everybody who came out and supported me on this new endeavor, and I will catch you all again very soon. Goodbye, everybody.